I'm not alone, 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 I'm not alone. I forgot for a minute who I belong to. The mama earth, the wind and rain, the beauty and the pain. I'm not alone. For me the world was created. I'm not alone. To dust I will return. I'm not alone. 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 I forgot for a minute who I belong to. The mama earth, the wind and rain, the beauty and the pain. I'm not alone. For me the world was created. I'm not alone. To dust I will return. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day it is. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, it's morning as we begin the sit. And today is the fourth day of counting the Omer, and it's Chesed v Netzach, which is the endurance of love and loving kindness. We always think of love as constant and easily flowing, or we think of love as rom-com sweet. But love needs endurance. And on this fourth day of counting the Omer, we're reminded of how sometimes opening up to love can make us feel vulnerable to attack. And it's important to protect what needs protecting, but also know that love is a long game. Whether we're loving our parents, our children, our friends, or our spouses or partners, it is essential to understand that that it's a marathon, not a sprint, that love requires endurance. And so we're called today to that sense of enduring love, and love that takes our own perseverance and endurance. And I also pulled for us the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a kind of creative, spiritual charge forward that takes us into a really beautiful place of enduring love. So, with that, we're going to go back to the basics of counting breaths. And the song that I chose for the day, You're Not Alone by Ellie Halpert, brings that sense that even in counting breaths, we are connecting with divine source. We are connecting with the essence of breath itself and the promise of peace when we endure. Even in that self-love action of meditation, we're enduring breath by unanticipated breath, a kind of self-love that flows inward and outward simultaneously. So those are our thoughts, and our tool for the day is counting breath. So that's simply counting one on the first in breath and out breath, and then two, trying to stay with breath until you get to 10, and then starting again. If your mind wanders too far and you lose count, you just begin again at the end. No judgment, just a kind of awareness, acceptance, and release. And for those of you who are out there celebrating Easter today, we all rise, and that is a beautiful thing to be celebrating, is rising. And for those of you celebrating Passover, we are also rising. We're telling the story of our past, and we're rising into the future through the present tense of breath. So here we go. If you can allow your eyes to close, and feel as your eyes close and the sense of sight is reduced, that you can wake up your other senses like smell and taste and hearing. How far away can you hear this morning? Stretch your hearing as far out as it will go. And now bring it in. What's the nearest sound you can hear? And now turning to that sense of touch, gently scanning the body without judgment to see what might be holding or needing a little extra love today. And grounding into our seat, into our gravitational hug, into that beautiful ability to just rest upon the earth, connecting with the parts of you that are resting upon the earth now. Finding the tailbone curling under the spine, the very base. Feel a grounding cord connected to that tailbone, reaching all the way down to the core of the planet. Rooted here, grounding here in the beautiful gravity of Mother Earth. We are not alone. We're sitting on the great Mother. And from here, you can imagine your spine growing up from the tailbone, growing low back, mid back, upper back, neck, from base of spine to base of skull, allowing the shoulders to roll up and away down the spine, creating all this space. And as the back body rises strongly up, the front body releases back towards the back body, belly, ribs, heart, chin, everything resting back. Jaw is released. Fingers are released. Hands are easily palm up or palm down, however they're resting. There's ease in your hands, ease in your face. Everything that isn't working to hold you up just lets go. And we turn our attention to breath. Beautiful breath flowing in and releasing out. The breath of spring, the breath of life, the breath of freedom, the breath of ascension. The breath of endurance and the breath of love. We'll just cycle some deeper breaths in, perhaps even sighing breath out through the mouth on the exhale, really letting go as the breath cycles through us. And then, if you'd like to practice counting, we're just going to gently count the breaths from 1 to 10. If the mind wanders, we begin again. As we sit here, alone together, manifesting enduring love, one breath at a time. In the midpoint of our sit, let's cycle in some deeper breaths. Cycle in some hope and some connection. We are not alone. There is always someone out there looking for love. And there's always our divine source, our higher self, our higher spirit, our higher power that's ready to give love. There's also nature as the spring emerges. There's so much love out there in the trees and the birds and the sky and in the dirt. Everything is warming up. We can continue counting breaths or let that go and just rest in present tense, enduring self-love that fills you breath by breath by breath. Loving yourself, you pour out love to the world. Each inhale brings love in. Each exhale pours love out. In the last few minutes of our sit, let's just revel and rest in two thoughts. I am not alone, and I am enough. Calling in that Knight of Cups, that loving, energized knight in shining armor that gallops us breath by breath into the future from present tense. The enduring love that we have for ourselves and for each other is miraculous and beautiful. And may it fill you on this gorgeous day in early April, where any showers are going to be turning into flowers. You are not alone. We are not alone. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And Goddess willing, I will see you here again tomorrow.